Good afternoon, everybody. I'm the last person to speak, yay! But I am standing between you and going home. What an incredible day we've had. It's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I've been given the task to give a really quick recap of what we've done today and yesterday afternoon and to wrap up before you all go home. So I know that yesterday, at least 130 of you began your time with us at yesterday's CFA Institute workshop series, Diversity and Inclusion in the Investment Management Profession. We hope you gained an appreciation of the challenges inherent in developing a diversity and inclusion implementation plan. And I encourage you to keep your momentum going. And if you don't have a plan, put one together and put it into action as soon as you go back to your offices. Like Ben and Mary, I don't like talking in front of people either. I'm shaky. 60 of you took advantage of Monday's special session with Dr. Anthony Hesketh. He showed his results of his research, which showed a clear economic case for companies to provide more transparent reporting of their human capital practices. Key takeaway, the more companies reveal about how they recruit, hire, and treat their employees, the better the company's return on investment, and the better it is for all of our bottom lines. Then today, we spent our entire day together. More learning. As you know, you can take a teacher out of her classroom. You just can't take the classroom out of the teacher. This morning, right away, Sally Krawcheck got me going. She's so right. Companies need multi-talented teams from a range of different industries who are comfortable with flipping traditional approaches to make positive, serious change. When you all get back to your offices, get colleagues from around all levels of your business. Get them into conference rooms, cafes, collaborative spaces that you might have, and discuss the research you've heard here. There's a great deal of data about the experiences of certain groups, but far less on others. Research shows how small data numbers may lead to diversity initiatives that are way too broad, and they miss the very thing that companies are trying to overcome. And we'd like to thank McKinsey & Company and Stanford's Women's Leadership Innovation Lab for helping us with that data. Research also shows the depth of human capital disclosure is highly associated with high performance. Thank you, Dr. Hesketh and the Embankment Project for the Inclusive Capitalism, or better known as EPIC. And don't just discuss the formal academic research. Explore with your colleagues the work being done by asset management firms to build and retain a diverse workforce, like adding positions directly responsible for diversity and inclusion, like those at the Carlyle Group and Goldman Sachs, or implementing initiatives like JP Morgan Chase's Advancing Black Pathways, as well as what you've learned from corporations like Big Answers, Blackstone, and Frontier Global Partners, on how they've changed and sustained their organization's cultures. The CIO to CIO session gave us insight into what the country's biggest pension plans are doing and how they think about diversity and what also keeps them up at night. And then we ended with Sheila Johnson reminding us to define the financial industry for new times, to only look backward to make sure we're not going backward. Or, as she's been quoted before, and I don't know if you know this, she says, screw it, just do it. I think that should go on a t-shirt. Thank you to all our fabulous speakers. Oh, there's another slogan that we heard today, or another phrase that we heard today that ought to go on a t-shirt too. No brilliant jerks. I've got that one. Thank you to all of our fabulous speakers and panelists. Let's give them a round of applause, please. And I would like to join Chris and Ben also in thanking the terrific staff at CalPERS and CalSTRS who organized the 2019 Diversity Forum on top of everything else they do for us on a daily basis. Let's give them a big round of applause, please. And as I look out on the room is still really full. So I want you to give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you for staying. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be here with us today to participate in our Diversity Forum. Give yourselves a big hand. And if you learned only one thing these past 2 days, well, maybe two things. I hope it's to take action now, and if you're taking action, to keep on keeping on. Thank you again, and we hope to see you at the next diversity conference. And please, everyone, have a very safe trip home.